Mark, not new surroundings by any means for you. Welcome back, and I guess it's straight to it.
Yeah, we're in training this morning. It happened quickly. I spoke to the chairman yesterday, Colin, and I want to help. I'm delighted to be able to come in and help. And this is a proper football club, and hopefully, we can finish the season properly.
How do you assess the situation that the team finds itself in at the moment?
We are where we are. I can't do anything about the last 28 games. But I've come into a club that's 2 points outside the playoffs. Teams have got a game in hand, perhaps, but we've got 14 games to try and ultimately get in and amongst it. There's a lot of good players here. It's a really a club close to my heart. Obviously, I don't live too far away. I come and watch fairly regularly when I can, and I want to come in and just put my stamp on it for the remainder of the season and see what happens.
And you sort of have a bit of freedom in that regard, don't you? In the sense that football rarely gives you clarity, but as you say, 14 games, and we'll see where that takes us.
Absolutely, I'm more than happy with that. I'm happy to come in and work with the players, work with the group. Try and put my stamp on things, but not come away from the talent that we've got within the group.
The chairman spoke about the need as well in terms of performance levels and perhaps getting a bit of confidence back into the lads as well, because the run's been a shaky one.
Yeah, obviously, but my message to the players will, when I speak to them in a minute, will be, it's not about what's happened, it's about how we look forward, and it starts this morning, straight onto the training ground, and just putting ideas across them. Nothing too mind blowing, but just my remit will be to the players. I take hard work as given. I take running and the competitiveness as a given. So that's what I'm going to demand in training, week in, week out. I know I've got technically good players, but we need a mixture of both. We need to be able to. I've seen games over here in the past when we've people have done things to us and we haven't been able to deal with it, and hopefully the knowledge that I've got and I can help the group, help the coaches that are here, the young coaches that are here, and hopefully we can all start winning games again, playing some decent football, but just making sure we're competitive and we know pushover.
And in terms of some of the more familiar faces from the likes of Lee Warren, obviously, who not from your time here, but having taken him to Cheltenham, and of course Russ, who's now moving into the coaching side of things.
I travelled to, me and Colin travelled to Birmingham City together when I was a young kid, because we both Hagley Stourbridge way, and probably what 29, 28 years ago. So I've known Colin a long time. I know obviously Rod, and I know a lot of people, Helen, yourself, who features at the club. I know a lot of the playing staff. Just I've been here in a couple of capacities a few times, and Russ. I had Liam McAlinden. I've worked with him. I took him with me before. I've obviously had Vorney. I've had Ed Williams at Cheltenham. I know a lot of the players. I had Billy Daniels down at Cheltenham on trial. So it's that type of game, and living in the area, working in the area a couple of times, you do get to meet some of the same players at times. But I'm looking forward to it. We've got a good group. I think we just need to work out, from my understanding. I've not been to the last couple of games, though I have watched the last couple of games last night and this morning. We just need to get an identity about exactly what we're trying to do. This club over the last couple of years has played some fantastic football, but at the moment in time, we just look a little bit like we've just lost what we're trying to do. And hopefully, nothing. Like I say, not going to pull up miracles, not going to, but we're just going to get back to basics, but incorporate the good players and the good play that we have here already.
Nothing's ever easy in football, of course, but first game will be going away to Ashton, a team struggling down at the bottom end of the table who are scrapping, and obviously from the playing point of view, a few injuries, few suspensions to deal with. So as we mentioned at the top, it is straight into the deep end, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's that's what it's about. That's what happens in football. You get a call and you have to deal with it. I've had to I was supposed to be puppy training with my little dog today, you know, so things change, you have to deal with it and, you know, get on with it. I'm delighted to be here, really delighted, looking forward to the next 14 games and hopefully getting us where I think we can and should be.
And I know it isn't being done at the moment with an absolute eye on the long term, but again, if it goes well and the team is what we would call successful, I guess that's positive for everyone.
I think we're both having a look at each other. You know, I live 10 minutes away, but that's not to say I'm here because it's convenient. I'm here because it's a good football club that I think I can help, and from the club's point of view, you know, Colin knows what I'm about, and hopefully, you know, we can work together well over the next couple of months. And like I said, we'll see where we go.